Welcome back, everybody. We're looking to get into Game 2 here between Team Malicious Intent and Lunatic Peace. But with you still tonight are myself, Kevin Big Booty Bodie, and Blake Dezaninator Zanadine. We're looking fly tonight in our pastel colors and bow ties. Although that face is kind of ruining it.
Hi. Yeah, no. We looking good. We looking fly.
Yeah, we are.
Trying to do our best, you know? We gotta look good so we feel good. That way we cast good.
Yeah.
Then we win.
Yes, hashtag.
But we don't play the game.
Hashtag SKL win, but the SKL admins will be looking to win that ARAM tournament.
I got 2 ranked wins today.
Really?
So
Nice.
I mean, I'm always looking to swing to win. I'm gonna push that over into the ARAM tournament.
I won all my bot games last night, so
Sick. Yeah, I got to play Aurelian Soul for the first time in that bot game. That was fun as heck.
yeah. Yeah, it's a really I didn't play him, but he just looks awesome.
I would be really happy if someone pulled that out. It is available this week.
Oh yeah, we should have mentioned that. No longer disabled, Aurelian Soul.
Yeah. Oh, so pretty much ban staying the exact same. Nidalee going out as the ban instead this time, though, for the blue side. And they're actually going to ban away the Graves on the side of TMI, not wanting to give that away.
Okay, yeah. So that Nidalee ban, definitely understandable here. You know, they don't want to play against that again. Poof the Sheep had, you know, a huge impact on that game with that Nidalee, despite the fact that he's not the main jungler, was still very strong on it. So we'll see. Maybe Lunatic Peace will look to pick up the Lee Sin first. I'm not sure if that would be a contested pick for the jungle. I guess with Kindred, Nidalee, and Graves gone, it could be something to be picked by Poof the Sheep, but it's picked up by Adiash here, going to be for Notorious, and Lunatic Peace not picking in order this time.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be surprised to see another Gragas come up from Poof the Sheep. He played very well on it last week. It's a very strong champion in this meta, and it kind of fits the kind of playstyle he likes to do. I'm kind of confused by that, or I guess I understand the Kindred pick, but I would actually love to see a Singed. I know he's not going to pick it. He likes to troll me because he's actually a beast mode Singed player, but never would bring it up. I tried to convince him multiple times.
Have we seen a Singed? Did we see it at all? I feel like we saw it once last year.
I don't know if he actually played it last year, and if he did, I wasn't watching.
Oh.
So it doesn't count.
I feel like someone played Singed once last year. Of course, I could be wrong.
If someone played it, it was probably him.
Yeah. But looks like they might look to take the Echo this time, as well as the Sivir, sticking with that for a little tough guy, but they take that Echo away from Notorious, who, to be honest, didn't have that great of a performance on it last game, so he's going to look at the Lee Sin this game. Of course, that Echo could be going top as well, which is where we have been seeing it recently, so
wouldn't be surprised to see Sumilidon on that. It's just that's where he is strongest. It's actually got one of the highest win rates on a champion in a long time, 58% win rate. So right now in the young solo U, he's just a very strong champion. And I mean the Sivir that's staying pretty consistent with a little tough guy. Great utility AD carry. Maybe he's been hanging out with Pulsus a bunch. Yeah. Learning how to master the utility AD carry.
The master. Yeah.
Sorry, I cracked you a bit. The Galio hover, Skillos trying to keep himself together, but of course, definitely not going to lock that in as they do pick the Lucian here. Oh, just kidding.
Just kidding. They baited you picking the Ezreal and the Sivir as well. And of course, by Sivir, I mean Sion. Just getting distracted by the young Josh Dupuis over here.
The young Josh Dupuis. You know, we need to get him a nickname.
I was saying that if I end up having to solo cast a game for the ARAM tourney or something, I should get him to help me.
You should. He knows. He's actually quite knowledgeable when it comes to this game. And by that I mean I don't think he'd have a single clue what's going on.
He's less knowledgeable than I am, and that's saying something. So again, the Sion Ezreal picked up in that rotation for Lunatic Peace, and then coming back the other way for TMI, we see Gragas and Trundle. So looking at those picks so far, I think we can safely say that'll be Trundle support, Echo top, Gragas jungle.
I mean, yeah. So they're gonna try and use that last pick to go for that mid lane pick, unless they throw us another curveball and do something like Gragas mid.
Yeah,
they've like to throw Sion mid once already.
Yeah, or Mordekaiser top. Like that was.
Yeah, you gotta stay on your toes for TMI. I don't know if they're like borderline trying stuff out or trolling. So
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, their coach DXI Edge or analyst, DXI Edge, who helps out with their picks and bans, definitely likes to try some interesting stuff. So we'll have to see. He actually just said in Twitch chat that it's Echo mid and Gragas top.
I don't believe him.
So I guess we'll see. He could be trolling us. And the Soraka locked in here, and Ari for Lunatic piece. I like those final two picks. Ari's always just kind of a consistent pick in the mid lane, and Soraka, well, we all know just the disgusting things she can do for healing for a team comp.
Very obnoxious champion. It definitely favors the elongated team fights, which Ezreal is going to look for. So the Ezreal-Soraka pairing is very good.
Yeah.
Just let him poke down with that Q. If you take any trade damage, just heal it back up. Bananas for days.
Bananas.
But it's team comp so far is all right. I don't like the Sion pick.
Yeah, I mean,
not a big fan of Sion right now.
I'm totally not sold on the Lee Sin either. Unless Notorious is actually Dardoch, I'm not sold on it. There were other options available. And will this be the Anivia final pick here for TSM Never Lucky? Channeling his inner Jay Frazier.
I would like if he swapped to Aurelion Sol last second, but he's not going to do that. They will pick Anivia. So going with the Anivia versus the Ari matchup, very interesting. Pre-6, it's very hard for Anivia to last hit. You really rely on your ulti to get the farm. You can clear so quickly. Yeah, has very low base attack damage. So sometimes you will see Anivia's run 80 runes just to try and get the last hitting.
Right, okay.
But once the Ari has that mobility, it's going to be very hard for TSM Never Lucky to kind of stay alive. I mean, not saying he's a garbage player or anything, but the matchup is definitely favored towards the Ari.
You know, I think that Riot should get some type of licensing deal with Nintendo and make an Articuno skin for Anivia.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I think that would be cool. Or you could even switch it to like a Moltres or something, or Zapdos. But just they have some kind of licensing deal and give them the rights for that. Because I mean, I would buy that skin, and I don't even play.
There's a couple of skins that would be really sick. Like if they had like Friday the 13th Scion
or Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin.
You know what my we see the TP switch to TP last minute for TSM Never Lucky. But you know what I've always said would be a great skin set for a league would be a Guardians of the Galaxy skin. You could have Maokai Groot. You could have like I don't know, like Star-Lord Lucian or Star-Lord Graves or something. You could have
Rocket Raccoon Twitch.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon. No, Rocket Raccoon would be like, yeah, actually Twitch would make some, or you could do like Ziggs or Heimer or something, or a Yordle. And you could do, then Gamora could just be like Katarina or something. Evelyn, yeah. So I think that's been, I think that's $1 million idea.
Dude, send that to Rita.
I think that's great.
What? Anyways, yes, we do have. I'm okay. So per usual, looking at these team comps here, I really do like. I'm gonna go first.
Oh,
I'm just
whatever.
gonna take the
Fine.
rope.
Okay, sure.
You know what? Usually we ask each other, but I'm gonna take the ropes here.
I see
really
how it is.
like TMI's team comp. I like the Anivia with the Sivir. Like trying to siege against them is gonna be damn near impossible. They're a very quick team. They have a lot of engage and disengage. It's very interesting. Should be able to crush it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like the team comp coming out from Lunatic Beast.
Yeah. Well, are you curious on my opinion, or
No.
are you just gonna?
No, that's my opinion's right.
All right.
so.
Well, I guess we'll just sit here in
I'm
silence
just kidding.
for the next minute.
I'm just kidding, Mr. Big Booty Bodie. Give me your opinion. Give me your rundown on these team comps.
I should get my
please.
kids to call me, because I'm a teacher. I should get them to start calling me Mr. Big Booty Bodie instead of just Mr. Bodie.
You can call me Mr. Big Booty Bodie.
Just kidding. Don't think that would be appropriate. But I'm gonna have to agree with you here that I'm gonna have to go with TMI just for their team comp here. Echo, like you said, 58% win rate right now in YOLO Q. So strong in the top lane. It didn't really work in the jungle last game for Notorious, but I know how skilled of a player Sumilidon is, and I think he's going to be able to use that champion to its full potential, and just everyone else. We saw last game that Sivir Trundle bot lane worked out perfectly for the tough guy and more money. So I really think this is going to be just kind of a repeat of the second game, or sorry, a repeat of the first game. Yeah, a repeat of the first game. Although, you know, Lunatic Piece, they picked Soraka, so...
Are you pretty hyped about the Straka? AAA Blaze it on the old banana?
Yeah, Blaze it on the banana bong, going to be brought out here by AAA Blaze. But, you know, we've said, you know, the things that champion can do, that's enough. Can AAA Blaze carry enough on that team comp? Can, you know, he help his team to sustain long enough in these team fights? So I'm not ruling it out completely that LP could pull something out of their butt here, but I really think this is going to go over to TMI again. You're right. I'm same as you. I'm not sold on the Sion pick or the Lee Sin entirely either. So
I just feel like that the team comp doesn't synergize well.
Okay,
like
why?
Like the Soraka, the Ezreal, the Ahri. It's the Sion has like super. You know what? It could work against the Sion has super engage with you. Have the unstoppable onslaught. I think that's actually absolutely wrong.
I never remember. I used to know what it was called back when Sion was in the meta, but I don't remember anymore.
Choo choo train. Ability.
That's what I call it. Yeah, we talked about that last time. That's what I call it. I just make train noises whenever Sion uses his ultimate. But we are looking to get into champion loading here, Skillos. On blue side for game 2, we have got Lunatic Beast. We've got Adiash in the top lane, playing Sion. Nartorius on Lee Sin in the jungle. The last Udyr on Ahri in the mid lane. And Uza and AAA Blaze bringing in the Ezreal Soraka bot lane.
And on the red side, we do have Team Malicious Intent. That's Academy Echo being brought out by Similidon in the top lane. Boof the Sheep returning in the jungle with that Gragas. We have TSM Never Lucky looking to scraw in the mid lane with that Anivia pick. And a repeat bot lane of Little Tough Guy Mo Money bringing out the Sivir Trundle in that duo bot.
Yep. So should have quite the game here if Lunatic Beast can step their game out. I think maybe after getting stomped like that in game 1, I think maybe they've realized kind of what you're up against and kind of how like we really gotta buckle down here and really play. We just can't give them those small leads at all. So maybe they're gonna play a little more conservatively here and try not to hand over any of those leads to TMI like they did last game. So hopefully we'll have a closer game here.
Yeah, no shenanigans level 1 here. That's going to be a quick change. Not looking to try and get themselves into a bit of a tilly early on. Soraka, it's pretty good in those level 1 scrummages.
Hello?
What is the word I'm always trying to look for and I just call them scrummages?
Scrimmages?
No.
Scrums?
Scrums. Is that a word
for
a fight?
Yeah.
You're going to scrum?
Yeah. Do you ever watch rugby?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I watch real sports.
Oh my god.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
There's any rugby players in the crowd?
Actually, rugby is a hell of a sport like that.
Okay,
I would get rolled in rugby.
Like, have you seen that thing where they do that thing where they like
skirmish? Skirmish. Thank you. That is the word I've been trying to look for the entire time.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, in rugby where they do that thing where they all like link arms and like push at each. No, I'm not gonna worry about it. That's called a scrum, I think. I'm not up on my rugby terms too much, but a scrum is a word as well. But skirmish, the word you're looking for, not scrummages.
It escaped me. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've made an absolute fool of myself.
Florithra?
We didn't have to bring it back up. The young big booty body throwing me under the bus.
Blake was trying to say plethora, and he said plurithra.
Man, I'm never gonna live that down in my life. But we do have a decent amount of trading going on in the bot lane here. The level 2 is hit by Mo Money and Little Tough Guy.
AAA Blaze gonna be careful here. He might actually go down here. The heal is popped. A little bit of burn damage, but he is going to stay up. Just barely. And forcing to pop that heal.
If he didn't blaze it there, I don't know when he would have. Living with literally like no HP at all. A very good level 2, but that's what you got to do. Once again, you have to respect the level 2 coming out against your enemy bot lane, and they have the hard CC with the ignite. Early Soraka with only having, I think started with the Q. No, he must have started with her W. I
start W.
Tips from Big Booty Booty. I saw you playing
when
that
I played Soraka twice last night, I started W, but me and Pano were killing it in that bot lane.
Just straight slaying it.
Yes, but definitely an early disadvantage here for the bot lane of Lunatic Beast. I'm not completely sold on the Ezreal pick here, Xanator. I think, as AAA Blaze just immediately getting chunked down again. As I was saying, I just don't. Even when Ezreal kind of in the past few patches, not even in this meta, but a couple patches and metas ago, even when Ezreal was strong, I still didn't love it as an ADC pick. I liked it better in the mid lane, but even now, as it's kind of starting to fall out of favor of the meta a little bit, I'm not a fan of it here as the ADC pick. I think there are a lot of better options available.
As an ADC, I don't like the Ezreal pick only because I don't like Ezreal right now. I just think there's a lot stronger picks like you were saying.
Yeah.
And that's it has its time and its place, but against this kind of team, we do see Similidon maybe biting off a little more than Nikachu.
Yeah, will Adiash be able to follow up here? Notorious there as well here. Similidon is going to be able, looks like he will be able to retreat under tower here. Not going to go down. Was forced to burn his flash though. So we might be looking for a repeat gank in that top lane pretty soon from Notorious.
No, I'm just okay. Yeah, they do blow his flash area. He actually threw down the parallel convergence just in case to shield himself, but decided to abandon that. He might have actually died before it went off, so forcing that flash out. But this is where you could easily just walk top lane and be able to repeat gank that. As Sion is pushing very hard underneath the turret though, so it should be pretty easy for him to just farm safely underneath the turret.
Yeah, it should be, but you know, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if Notorious, he starts sneaking up there. Uh-oh, here we go, keeping an eye on it. Notorious reading our minds here as they are diving under tower here. There it is, first blood going over to Adiash. Is going to take a shot. Oh my gosh, is forced to burn his flash there at the end. Maybe that, I'm not sure if that was necessary burning his flash because he got hit by the tower shot anyways, but maybe didn't want to get caught by TSM Never Lucky, who's up there.
Yeah, didn't want to get hit by the stun there. And
yeah.
Actually, the one thing I'd like to comment is you see the TP come out from Anivia, but immediately last Udyr shows up following his lane. And
yep.
That's huge. You don't see that very often. It's kind of a big deal. It's the most annoying thing when you just have someone just TP and then if no one follows up and they don't do anything. Like I think that's one of the things that drives me the most insane is if you don't bring TP into a lane and you're not proactive about it. Like if someone uses their TP, okay, obviously they're going to try and make a play in the map. So try and be proactive and do something with that advantage. All right, they're gone. Push your wave to turret, maybe follow. Follow them initially. And that's what I love to see because that's going to be huge. If you're able to follow someone when they have that summoner, has the ignite, that's going to give them the advantage in lane, but not going to be able to be as mobile. But applying RE, that gives you a lot of mobility.
Yeah, but I mean, the last Udyr followed the TP, but he didn't really do anything.
I know he didn't really do anything, but
he would have been better off just staying in lane and picking up that picking up the experience. And Notorious flashes forward here onto TSM Never Lucky. They are going to get the egg for him there, and they should get it. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Poop the Sheep going to defend it, and TSM Never Lucky back from the dead here. With the help of Poof the Sheep and Dezatonator, your jaw hit the floor.
I don't understand why Notorious backed off. He has execution damage on his Q and didn't go for it. He might have taken a turret shot, but they definitely would have secured that kill and probably could have safeguarded out.
They're going out in the mid lane here as Mo Money and Similidon are here in this mid lane. 4-man roam to the mid lane right now here, so it looks like the members of Lunatic Peace who are there might just back off. Try and be a little careful here as they might not want a team fight without all their members available, but maybe we'll see everyone converge on this mid lane. But no, it looks like everyone is going to split off now. Yeah, I thought they were going to have that get the egg down easily. I thought it was good. All right, yeah, that's a kill, but they didn't.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to give it to the last Udyr. Thought he could finish it off, but then as soon as Poof came back, kind of ran out of time and had to back off. And that's the thing. You need to secure those kills. Sometimes it's better to just make sure the kill is had than to walk away and just give up an opportunity to give yourself an advantage in the game.
I mean, I guess at the very least, they do now know that, you know, egg is down for the next few minutes. So if they do want to, make a repeat gank there now, it will be an easier kill. But we'll have to see as Poop the Sheep coming up the top lane here, going into Adiash. They're fighting inside of this bush. Flash not available as Adiash used it to get away from the turret earlier. Explosive Cask gonna knock him backwards. He's swinging that sword down, and of course by sword I mean axe. And they're taking their time here, and is actually gonna ult away here. And I think he's gonna get out with that.
He will. Very well played. Very patient, waiting for that explosive cast. Not that it would have mattered once he used his ulti, but he just walks right out of there with that ulti. And this is the funniest thing I think about the Sion ult. Is you see it used a majority of the time when you're losing to just escape ganks.
Yeah.
As long as you have a clear path to get out of there, you're good to go.
Yeah, and it's just so funny. Like, I just see ya. Like, I'm out. Like,
he's sick gank.
Yeah, dude, and just peels out. Like,
see ya on the flip side.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like, like when you drive beside a semi and you're like, hey, honk the horn, and he just flips you off and drives away. Like, that's how I feel. That's Sion ulti.
Is that a thing that happens to you often?
No, you don't think. Traumatized as a child. Traumatized as a child.
I don't think that's ever happened to me, but yeah, or someone like this is like last night I was at the Thirsty Scholar last night with some friends, and we walked outside in the parking lot, and these 3 guys in dirt bikes just like rolled by in front of us and stared us down, and then like one of them like did like a wheelie and they just like peeled out. And like that's what that was. That was sign was just like it was like see ya. Like,
this is the kind of moments where I just hope like they just hurt themselves.
yeah, I was like what, like did that really just happen? Like I was like, what's going on? Like 6 dirt bikes, dude, just peeling out in a parking lot on a Tuesday night. But I guess that's irrelevant. But the sign ult, it makes for some good comedy.
Yes, we're a big fan. Oh, the Ezreal going to try and steal that.
I think that was a little early.
Yeah, I'll take a little too early there. Doesn't have the trigger word available, so can't even go see. He was just trying to blindly check that. But on the flip side, Lunatic Piece will pick up that Rift Herald. There's 3 of them on the top side. They might be able to make a play out of Sumilidon here, but TSM Never Lucky's TP should be up by the time if they commit to anything.
Yeah, it should be here. So, you know, this game, at this point, this game is closer than it was last game at about 10 minutes. Because I think at 10 minutes last game, I think that DC, that disconnect and pause had already happened. And at that point, TMI, excuse me, oh my goodness. TMI had, ooh, good flash there by AAA Blaze. The explosive cast goes down. And the pillar as well here. They're really going all in onto AAA Blaze here, just using so much, but aren't going to be able to pick up the kill at all. And now the 3 members are just going to back off here. The minion wave goes down, and nothing picked up them up there for them, and a lot burned.
Yeah, very unfortunate explosive cast there. He caught him on the edge of it and just knocked him straight into the wall in spot, not bringing him towards the team. And he wasn't even level 6, so he didn't have Wish available to give them that extra heal. It really a secured kill, but once again, this bot lane playing safe, get yourself out, and that's where the Ezreal pick does come in handy. Very slippery champion, hard to lock down.
Yeah, so as I was saying, at this point in the game, last game, I think TMI was further ahead. I think they had a couple more kills. I think they had a couple more kills, a bit of a bigger gold lead, and maybe even a tower at this point, but not so far here as AAA Blaze might go down this time. Will this be the time? Well, Money's going all in for it under tower, and he does pick up that kill and then just retreats into the jungle, trying to not be hit by any skill shots from Uza. AAA Blaze finally going down. He's been flirting with death for pretty much this entire game, and he finally goes down as the last Uter, looking to trade a lot with TSM Never Lucky there, but not going in his favor.
Yeah, that's the thing about Anivia with blue buff. You're able to just spam those abilities, use your ulti to push those waves, and if you catch a stun, it is so much damage. That little icicle move you use, using your E, the ice shard, hitting them with that after you've applied your passive with one of your abilities, I think it automatically makes it do twice the amount of damage as essentially an AP crit. And it does so much damage. You don't even, it does really high base damage, and you'll see Anivia be able to trade quite well with only that catalyst build. Once you have that rod, you get so tanky with Anivia. Take a few shots, but then you also have so much mana to just use all your abilities on it.
Yeah,
it's pretty greasy. I'm curious to see if he's gonna go for the rod into the teams or not.
The jukes here by Sumilidon dodging out of that that axe blow from Adiash and then going in onto him here.
You like that? But
okay. Skillo's entertaining us here on the caster desk. But I don't know, this game, it's 1-1. Lunatic Piece doing a better job of not giving up small leads to Team Malicious Intent here, but I'm still not fully sold that they're going to be able to win this game here with this team comp, as we're going to see a bit of a 2v2 here. True Shot Barrage goes up as well, but goes wide here as Nartorius is forced to flash out, takes some damage from the barrel to slow him down. The flash forward, and Sumilidon picks up that kill. They are going to look up to pick up the second kill onto Adiash as well. He does have ult available if he wants to peel out of there again, just like last time. So looks like they aren't even going to try and follow that up, as they do know he has that available, and he's under tower. So they're just going to be content with picking up the kill onto Nartorius, which they should be, and get out of there.
Yeah, actually, meanwhile in the mid lane, last Udi are popping that passive from TSM Never Lucky once again, turning him into Egg Nivea, but not able to scramble him on the spot. Is going to stay alive. Got close enough to the turret, actually, that kind of deterred that kill. Had the Soraka ulti used as well to try and keep the teammates alive.
Ooh, but Adiash might be in trouble here. Is still looking to 1v2 in this lane. Actually, Poop the Sheep and Sumilidon aren't particularly healthy, so he goes for the ult to look to follow it up here, and he might actually pick up the kill onto Sumilidon, and he does. That is the solo kill here for Adiash, and I'm not really sure why Sumilidon was around to let that happen. Maybe thought they had the advantage with Poof being there, but they had Adiash kind of stuck under his tower after they picked up the kill onto Nartorius, so they could have just backed off and really didn't need to push any further.
I believe he went B and then TP'd behind them and then came in towards them because he was quite low there, and his TP is on cooldown, so TP behind them tried to force that kill.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it was a very good play for Adiash.
Yeah,
ended up picking himself a kill up. So.
Yeah, I see you, Adiash. Good play.
Hey, solid. Nice job, nice job. But the very interesting thing is we see this Scion going full AD. Has that Jarm's Fist. Going to work towards that Ravenous Hydra. Well, I guess not full AD. Does get a few tank stats from that Ruby Crystal as well as the Jarm's Fist. Will stack up that health. It's kind of what Scion needs to do. That Titanic Hydra not really being as strong until you get more health items. But with Scion's passive, killing minions does increase the amount of health you get.
Nice.
So. That will help out.
Gonna get tanky in that top lane, which will be good for this team comp. This is really the only source of tankiness that they have. You know, bringing Lee Sin jungle and Strop to support early other sources of tankiness here, as they are looking to go in on this bot lane of Team Malicious Intent here. That ult is popped there by Little Tough Guy to help him get away and maybe to look for the re-engage, but it is not there. But no, I guess whatever, they burned the ult, I guess, which so you can't call the gank a complete loss. But still, overall, not a successful gank there for Nartorius.
Trying his darndest.
He is trying his darndest. We've been seeing him all over the map. He just, unfortunately, you know, he was in that mid lane when they got when they popped the egg passive on Anivia. The first time they weren't able to pick it up, he was just up in the top lane and he died. Now making an appearance in the bottom lane. He's all over the place, but I just don't know if his presence is being felt as strongly as it perhaps should be.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing is you don't make ability, or if you don't make any plays with that Lee Sin, it will fall off, and he's been trying so hard to actually make something happen, but they're not really converting with anything, so losing a lot of appeal with that Lee Sin pick if you can't make anything happen. But the good news is that Ezreal is going to scale phenomenally as they go for TSM, never lucky in the mid lane, but he's going to hide underneath this turret there. Quite a bit of trading going on bot lane. They don't have the ulti available for their saver. They might be able to win that 2v2.
Yeah, Pillar is popped there by Mo Money here, and they are looking for kills here. They're out for blood, both teams here. Who will be the first one to go down? Uza picks up the kill onto Lil Tough Guy. Can they finish up the double kill onto Mo Money? Arcane shifts forward and then flashes forward by Uza there. He really committed for that one, and he picked it up. Good kill there. Good kills there for the bot lane of Lunatic Peace.
And that's the scary thing about dealing with it. Soraka just has so much healing potential. Pops Wish, as well as the Summoner Heal, which I believe was used by Ezreal there, giving them a huge health boost and able to swing that around. Unfortunately, a little Tough Guy flashing just a second too late. The auto had already gone off, so picking him off in the end, and that's going to be huge for Ezreal. Giving you that gold boost, he has been farming quite well, but having those 2 extra kills, going to get you be able to finish that Iceborne Gauntlet almost, I guess. Having that Sheen proc now, but you're going to stack that momentum much faster.
Yeah, and just showing the mobility potential of an Ezreal. You know, we saw him to clean up that Toronto money. He arcane shifted forward, and then he flashed forward. Like, you can cover a ton of ground using that ability and that summoner spell. If you need to, you know, you can also use it to get away, but you can use it to chase as well, and Uza using it to great effect there.
And I think it was kind of like what we were talking about, that we saw Nartorius putting a lot of pressure on the map but not necessarily converting anything. That was a direct conversion of them blowing out those ultis, causing out on the hunt, and so Summoner's leaving, and then his bot lane able to capitalize as well, turning it into a kill. So not being directly involved in those kills, but putting pressure on the map and making them use Summoners and abilities, getting his team to kill.
Yeah, it is true. We saw, you know, we thought maybe that gank wasn't successful as it could have been, but we saw his team turn around and get something out of it. So good job to them. And Nartorius is making his presence felt, even though it might have seemed like we were kind of bashing him earlier.
Give him the old pat on the back.
Yes. Why did you say that with an accent?
Good job, good sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. No, we'll go back.
No, so I was gonna say I can't play the accent game. I can't do accents. Silky's the one you got to play that with. He's great at accents.
He is.
But I can't. Accents are not my strong suit. As we see the bot lane turret going down here for TMI as they return to lane and just immediately take that turret down.
Gonna take it downtown.
That turret's going down in an earlier round, and tower we're going down swinging.
It looks like TMI is converging, and they're gonna go for Dragon, but they cannot contest. They do have the TP available from Sumilidon though, so they are aware that it's gonna go down. So waiting for Sumilidon to maybe come down here. It is only first Dragon, so they might be willing to give it up and just take that top turret as a trade.
Yeah, they do pick up the Dragon, giving Dragon some attention there, as that is the first for them. One dragon each here for that team. And has a tower gone down on the top lane yet? Did they get it? Did they pick it up?
Yeah, they picked it up at the exact same time.
Okay. Cool.
Cool beats. But there's a lot of gold on the map here to be grabbed by Lunatic Peace. They're only down by just about 3k here, but they do have the mid turret. They're going to be able to grab that bot turret. They're going to be able to grab. It's just being very careful, not overcommitting, and letting TMI start snowballing. They started taking turrets now. This is where the snowball effect kicks in.
Yeah, well, luckily for, like you said, luckily for Lunatic Peace, they do have a lot of gold available on the map. They do have one turret. They can look to pick up more, and they are leading in kills as well. So that is helping to mitigate the gold lead. If they can keep that up, they should be able to hold off the snowball from TMI and hopefully keep it close. Maybe get to a late game point where your Ezreal will scale very well. I believe also Ahri will outscale Anivia.
Maybe. I mean, Anivia actually scale. The crazy thing about Anivia is it actually scales very well, especially going with Rod and Tier.
Okay.
You have so much sustain for your mana anyways, and then the long-range poke. Plus, you can get some pretty clutch walls to cut people off, which will be pretty good if they're trying to lock down to Soraka, but besides that, everyone else can get out of it pretty easily.
True.
Oh, I'm very curious. You might be able to pop the wall in front of Sion when he's ulting, and then it would cause him to collide.
That would be sick.
So you could just stop the engage. I didn't even think about that. I hope we get to see that.
An unstoppable force hitting an immovable object.
Yeah, I actually hope we get to see that. But the
here we go.
Squad.
On the hunt popped here by Little Tough Guy, going in onto Adiash. He's pretty healthy at this point, but it's not going to be too long. He does pop the ult, but runs it right into the pillar here. The passive is there, but no members of TMI are unhealthy enough for it to be able to do anything, and he goes down. And you're right, absolutely goon squatted there. And TMI going to rotate this into a Baron.
And this is another just 21-minute Baron that they might be able to crush. But this time there's a little more contest coming through, trying to push them off. If they can deal a little bit of damage, like we said, they have the Soraka for the sustainer.
But here we go, the body slam on AAA Blaze, who flashes over the wall, but TSM Never Lucky flashes with a flash of his own and picks up that kill under AAA Blaze here without the ambulance available. Team Comp's not going to be as advantageous for Lunatic Peace, as they won't be able to sustain as long, and looks like Team I going to completely forget about the Baron at this point and just going to push the tower in this mid lane. Might look to go back to it in a bit here as the True Shot Barrage gets in just behind the exit of TMI.
And on the positive side there, though, the Soraka death is kind of unfortunate, but did stop the Baron. They also wasted, I believe, 3 flashes for that kill, but it's not going to matter if they're able to pick up the last Udyr.
Just extends too far. And now Similodon going in onto Nartorius here. More money coming in from the other side for the double team here. Parallel Convergence not going to land onto anyone. Quickly followed by the Chrono Break here to help heal himself a little bit. And Lunatic Peace, they're defending this turret. They're not going to let that go down here. They are able to push TMI off of it, but after being pushed off of it, they could just rotate to Baron again if they want, or maybe they won't.
Yeah, I think it's kind of risky to go for it when all 5 members are available.
Well, the last Udyr is still down, but...
Yeah, well, that's true. But Notorious Lee Sin is actually, with the execute from his Q, it's very easy for him to steal it. He can get the Q onto Baron, go in, smite, have the execute damage onto that Q there, and they're just going to try and siege the turret.
Yeah, looking to just push on that turret, but I don't know if that was the smartest decision by them. As they're taking shots here, they do chunk out more money fairly heavily, but they are burning flashes all over the place. Oh, and the explosive cast going to knock people in all directions here. 2 kills picked up. Can they find more? The chase is on for Nartorius, and he goes down. That's the double kill for Similodon. Can they pick up Adiash as well? He does have the ult available if he wants, but he should be able to just escape under tower, as all 5 members of TMI are hanging out in this mid lane here. And yeah, questionable choice to go onto the tower here for Lunatic Peace, knowing that they only had 4 members up.
Yeah, outnumbered and definitely overstaying their welcome, getting absolutely obliterated there by the team. Malicious intent, and that was an unreal Gregus out there, splitting the team, knocking them back into himself, and keeping the Ahri zoned out a little bit as well.
Yeah, good. That was cool. Ult. It's just like people went in all directions. Like,
it would actually be really hilarious if you could hit your own teammates with Cask and not would be your direction. That'd be so troll though.
Yeah, I'm Gragas. I'm helping.
But boom, hit him into a turret or something.
Yeah.
I would be pretty. That'd tilt me.
I could see you doing that to people.
Oh, I'd do it 100%.
Yeah.
I just like one of my favorite things about one for all mode is when you play Ziggs, your satchel charge can hit other Ziggs. So you can actually just like while they're walking, just throw satchel charge and screw them over.
My favorite instance of watching you trolling is when it was like a week or two ago. You were playing some ARAMs with Professor Milk, name drop, and you kept on taking the health packs from the ARAM. Like you would one time you flashed for the health pack just to troll him as he was going for it.
We do it all the time. Actually,
oh, it was so funny, so funny.
I was playing the other day and Splee got me good. See, I do it to people so often. I think they just gotta do it to me. So Splee was actually playing Malphite, so I went for the health pack and he ulted for it. And then I was like, all right, I got the next one, right? And as soon we flashed simultaneously and he beat me to it. And I just felt so trolled because he ulted and then flashed because he knew I still had flash, but he beat me to it. It was unreal.
Oh, that's
I got
funny.
Trolled. Troll got trolled.
Troll got trolled. Giving you a bit of a taste of your own medicine there.
It's always too fun. But they have pretty much complete vision. That one ward just getting outside the range of the pink ward. It looks like they might be able to bait this. And it actually would work as that... Oh, they are going to engage.
Will they pick up? They might be AAA Blaze again, caught too far behind enemy lines as the Anivia wall is right on point. AAA Blaze goes down again. Nartorius might soon follow. Similodon just looking for the 1v2 in the mid lane. 1v3 though might not be the best idea. Chrono breaks to heal himself. TSM Never Lucky actually will show up there and help Similodon get out of it. AAA Blaze the only one going down there in that team fight. But Nartorius and the last Uter, very unhealthy, forced to back, and they will be given Baron some attention. Baron was sitting in the Baron pit. She was saying, you know, a little less 16 candles, a little more touch me is what she was thinking.
Wants them to make her feel like she's the only girl in the world.
Yeah, and will they finish it off here? Similodon running interference on the members of the Lunatic Beast. They do pick it up here, and Similodon is able to get out. Another nice wall there by TSM Never Lucky. His wall mechanics on point so far this game. So, good Baron there. They baited it, they picked up a kill, you know, chucked out some members, went back, picked it up. And I think, you know, Lunatic Beast was really delaying the leads here for Team Malicious Intent, but I think we can say that Team Malicious Intent, you know, they have this game in their hands.
Oh yeah, just a huge play, and that was a great Anivia wall, cutting them off, and actually the explosive cast knocking Lee Sin back onto the opposite side of the wall. He did escape, and they pulled him through, so forcing him to flash over a wall. Very well played, and that's the scary thing. Once they get cut off,
God.
and that's where I mean the Anivia damage doing so much, and has that Rabadons now, and that's the thing. That tier not even fully scaled. So
that was shocking.
Anivia, very scary. Actually ices his opponent.
Nice, dude.
16 under.
Yeah, you're putting, really putting AAA Blaze on ice there.
Oh, hey!
Like in a morgue.
He got him.
Yeah,
he got him.
Nice.
But that is a huge wave being empowered. They're empowered minions, and they're just gonna crush that. And like we said, they have unreal siege with so much wave pushing abilities in that Anivia, as well as the Sivir and the wall going out. And this is gonna be a great engage tool for them to cut people off and able to follow up with the explosive cast.
Yeah, they will be looking to just keep going here with these Baron empowered minions. As you were saying, maybe gonna look to pick someone off here. AAA Blaze is back up. Is healing his team as Soraka does at the expense of his own health, and you know they're just hanging back and kind of waiting for their opportunity to get this turret. Gonna wait for a pick, wait for the next minion wave, and they can really just kind of dictate the pace of when they want to go in here. Unless when they took peace, unless they can pick someone else or look for an engage, but maybe a Scion ult coming in would be a good way to start the engage here if they wanted to. But I don't know. I don't know how much they can really do here.
I really hope they try the sound engage into the wall. I want to see that interaction at least once this game, or into a pillar.
Oh, there's a wall right there from TSM Never Lucky saying, "Ice meet you."
Send another one to the ice gods, as Silky Mittens would say. But they actually lock him up there, getting another stun, and this Anivia play has been quite strong so far.
Ooh, the flash is coming out. Predictive flash through the Scion ult goes in onto TSM Never Lucky. Fights going on all over the place here. Who will get the advantage coming out on top of this? Nartorius is going to be the first one to go down to Similodon, but he is followed by Poof the Sheep. 1-for-1, now 2-for-1 as Adish has gone down to Lil Tough Guy. Flash forward from Lil Tough Guy now looking to clean up kills, but he's fairly low himself. Uza does go down, but not before picking up the kill onto Lil Tough Guy. And right now we're looking at a 3-for-2 in favor of Team Malicious Intent. So not the worst team fight there for Lunatic Peace. Are able to pick up 2 members, are able to pick up the Sivir, kind of the main damage dealer right now. But Tsum, Never Lucky, and Sumilodon, they're able to do some damage of their own as well, so they should be able to pick up some advantages off of this.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of felt like a bit of a forced engage there, but still doing quite well in their favor, only going 3 for 2, which isn't too bad, but they keep the inhibitor turrets, alive, which is very crucial. You need those turrets to keep those inhibitors alive, to take the pressure off the map. Last thing you need is for super minions to be flooding into your base at the 29-minute mark. With death timers so huge, that just gives them a gate to go in and push for the win.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be ideal. So, they still, numbers-wise, they still came out on the bottom of that team fight. But it could have been worse, and like you said, they defended the inhibitor turrets and are extending this game. This game already about, 6-7 minutes longer than last game. So Lunatic Peace doing a better job of just defending and playing against Team Malicious and Panic.
Poof's Sheep has actually missed his last couple of explosive casts. I think overestimating who he's trying to go for. Trying to throw down the cask and separate the team, but putting it too far in between each member of that team and not really solidifying the isolation of each member.
And maybe Poof the Sheep, his grog is not as on point as his Nidalee was last game.
One would say he's the tip of the spear of Nidalee players.
Nice, yeah. Just
All
the
right.
tip?
I feel like
Just the tip?
just the tip of the spear.
Okay, all right, I can get behind that.
No.
The
Well,
tip.
you don't want to give him the whole spear.
No.
It's hard to retrieve.
Never give the whole spear.
But they are
But
clearing out
if you do give the whole spear, make sure to use protection.
Okay, well, we are clearing out the vision in the jungle here. Soraka going around, throwing those bananas out of those pink wards. That's a free 50 gold. Make sure you get in there and take that. I mean,
30?
is it 30 now? Maybe it used to be 50. But that was when they were invisible. So I guess
I could be wrong.
You might be right. The only time I go for wards is when I see my support hit it 4 times and I quickly sweep in for the extra little bit of
Yeah,
gold.
that sounds about right. Sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, I mean, what does the support need gold for?
Find sick items.
Just kidding. I've actually gained a lot of respect for supports in these last couple of weeks. I've learned the utility is the way to go. You let your supports, let your supports feed you and you feed them back.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty important.
Actually, you know what? For me saying that, I actually hit a ward 4 times today and left the last hit for my support.
Wow. Selfless.
Yeah. I got the same support 2 games in a row, so I was like, you know what? I'll treat this guy. He's done good for me.
You treated him. You said, "Oh, I'll let you have this one."
I was like, baby girl, here's that free gold.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
But this might be a pretty good engagement if they can find it before the echo
Yeah,
gets
the
there.
charm lands on the Poop the Sheep here, getting chunked out pretty low. The engage coming in from Adiash as well with that Scion ult. We almost saw that interaction you wanted there, Blake. But Mo Money is forced to flash over that corner of the wall there. Nartori is very low here. No kills picked up yet for anyone. Who will be the first one to go down, if anyone? AAA Blaze gonna look to heal up his team, and they might be able to go back in here. Does not have the ult available, but can still spam heal on his W. Can they pick anyone up here? I'm not sure. Nartorius coming back here with those home guards from the fountain. Looks like these two teams just gonna split off from each other. No kills picked off either side. Lots of ults burned, lots of summoners burned, but no blood spilled.
No, Nartorius going for the Dragon Kick flash, and actually it's landing it on Mo Money. Not really the target you want to prioritize going after. You want to try and get one of those carries, the Anivia or maybe the Sivir. Try and be quick, get the squishies, take them out of the fight early on, and start winning those extended fights. Like we've said, extended fights are in their favor with the Ezreal as well as that Soraka. So you need to pick off one of the squishies so that they can't deal as much burst damage towards your team, and you win those sustained fights.
Yep. That would be the ideal situation. Yeah, same. That would be the ideal situation for Lunatic Beast to look for in these team fights here as we get into later game. But we can still say if they start to turn things around, a lot of gold still available for them, only having 2 towers. So if they could start picking up a few towers, they could really start to turn this. 6 picked up for TMI already, so not as much global gold available for them. So Lunatic Peace are by no means out of this game, but they might be if they try to fight in this choke point against an Anivia. But it looks like they might actually be the ones getting split off here and then get attacked from all sides with Lunatic Peace. But Adiash going to be caught on his own. Don't go alone into the woods, Adiash. And Nartorius just hops into the middle of the team here as they turn their attention to him, and he will go down to Poof the Sheep. The wall blocking off his teammates from helping him. And now with the jungler down, will this be Baron number 2 for TMI?
Or should be able to. Smilodon going in here, trying to play interference. The rest of his team starting to collapse here, though. Should be able to hold him off as Sound goes for the stun over the wall, and he's still pushing in 4v1.
Yeah, Chrono breaks backwards to heal himself, and will they go in the ult burn there by Adiash? Very short range as kills are traded on both sides here as Mo Money has went down. Adiash gonna go down as that passive burns. Uza is next here. But Poof the Sheep's going to have to be careful. Oh, another clutch wall there by TSM Never Lucky, perhaps saving his teammate's life. And yes, Crafty Buckeye in Twitch chat saying we're going to miss Survivor. Crafty, don't you dare start the 9 o'clock showing without us.
He can pause it, can he not?
No, I don't think we have that on our cable box.
Unbelievable. But yeah, just another great team fight. And that was the thing. That's the scary part of going against this team. It actually was a really great disengage at first. They knew that they were being choked out of vision, so they didn't want to fight in the choke point. As soon as you saw Nartorius, a little skeptical going near that bush, they popped the Sivir ulti, and the rest of the team just immediately falls back. The only problem is they got so split that they didn't stick together and able to help each other out. Sion gets split off, and as they try and help, a great Anivia wall separating, isolating Atiash for the rest of his team as well as Notorious. They just have to give him up. Another one to the Ice God.
Yeah, it was like his Lunatic piece was running away from that fight. They all ran in different directions. So, which I guess isn't a bad idea.
Oh, the Ezreal ulti steal of that dragon, though.
Oh my god.
They were trying to take it, and Smite was available for Gragas.
I did not even... I wish we could have seen that. I didn't even realize that happened. Cool.
I saw him prep with that ulti, and I was like, I kind of see Dragon's ulti. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to take that, but he will snipe that away. That's huge, though. If you get a free dragon, that delays the 5th dragon for the enemy team. I mean, if 35 minutes, it's kind of a big deal, but they're going to swing towards Baron.
Yes.
And the good news for Poop, you still have your smite available.
Yeah, look on the bright side, right? Although all 5 members of Lunatic Beast are up, including Artosis, he hops into the pit here. Can they get the double steal? And they do! The double Dragon Baron steal here for Lunatic Beast. Can they turn it around to pick up some kills as well? They take down Poop the Sheep and Little Tough Guy. The double kill for the last Uter. Can they find more? Mo Money is very low here. He is forced to flash away, but AAA Blaze here goes down. No heal is going to be available for Lunatic Beast and the rest of this team fights. Can they catch up with Simulidon? He does not have ult available. Forced to flash here, and he should be going down here eventually. Yes, Uza picks that up as well. 4 kills, Baron and Dragon picked up there for Lunatic Peace.
What an unbelievable turn there. And that was so great by Nartorius. He goes in and he kicks Sivir out. They immediately take Little Tough Guy to the fight. He steals the Baron, and this is exactly what we were talking about.
Those the
elongated fights. They win that if they can take one of the carries out, and Little Tough Guy got neutralized in that fight so early. They steal Baron and Dragon, and they potentially could get an inhibitor off of this, as well as that Baron buff. So that's huge for Lunatic Beast, and that is that huge gold swing in their favor. Is Mo Money going to try and stop this? That should be a pretty free inhibitor. Now they're going to back off. Mo Money committing a little hard here.
Just gotta be careful.
Team starts turning, but he's just trying to elongate the fight as the rest of his team comes in. The explosive cast going out, but they should be able to walk away, and they will pick that up. And the TP coming in from TSM Never Lucky, however, they will burst out last Udyr.
That was, man, the Dragon Steal and the Baron Steal, that's hype. That was hype. If I was Lunatic P, I bet the comms were just going nuts there.
That was unreal. Gotta give props to Nartorius for getting in there. He didn't even use his Q execute to get that Baron. He just walked in and smited. And that's the problem, is Smite is so 50-50.
Yep.
I mean, I think Poof did have the level advantage there, so it's a little bit of an advantage towards him. But when you have an entire team on the same objective, it's so 50-50. It's just luck of the draw. You have to smite at the right time and just hope the numbers click, and it did there. That's unreal, and I'm very well played by them. And I mean, they may have overstayed for that inhibitor, but that's going to give them a lot of pressure on the map. Quite a few people still with that Baron buff should be able to waltz down top lane or bot lane, pick up some more gold. And like we said, all that gold is on the map for them to take.
Yeah, wow, what a turnaround here for Lunatic Peace. Definitely trying to turn this game around as best they can, and we know they can come back. We've seen them do it before. We've seen them come back from large deficits. So TMI got to be careful. Will this be TMI dropping their first game of the split?
Could be.
Could be. I feel like if somehow TMI just got aced, that could be the end of the game. right there. I think we're late enough that an ace could end
The
for
death
either
timers,
team.
the death timers would be rather high at this point in the game.
Yeah.
We're at 40 minutes. Another slip up like that, and that's definitely going to go in the favor of Lunatic Peace. And that's the thing. If they can catch out another carry early on like that, it's going to be huge. This Ezreal has been doing so much work, and Soraka just able to consistently keep them alive. Has a ZZ Rot Portal banner, actually. Soraka going tank mode bananas. But there's a great pullback into this game, and it just got a lot closer, and this game got a little more hypey all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was... I can't imagine the comms on Lunatic. I wish we had mic check so we'd hear that.
SKO mic check.
Yeah, Similodon going in onto Adiash here. But, you know, Adiash fairly tanky. Oh, but here comes the Goon Squad. Adiash is probably going to be going down here. Tries to get a big swing with that axe on his way out.
And they might, they are going to back off. I was going to say, they might attempt a base race here, but I don't
God,
think that would
tough guy actually took quite a bit of damage from the Scion passive there. And they will be on to the inhibitor turrets now, as where are the members of Lunatic Peace? Here they come. They are going to try and fight them off. The AAA Blaze is there for the healing. Smilodon maybe a bit far behind enemy lines here, as there is just the insane heals coming in from Soraka, and all of a sudden all members of Lunatic Peace are full health again, just showing how crazy the sustain is when you have a Soraka on your team here. TMI going to back off for now. That turret almost down. The True Shot Barrage popped by Uza there.
They have to go back here. There's quite a big wave heading into the mid lane there, and it looks like Similodon has escaped, so he should be able to get back in time to clear that wave, but a good hold once again there. Oh, they might be able to catch TSM Never Lucky going back on a ward here.
The last duder, just one charm should do it, and there it is. The egg should go down. I don't know if he necessarily needed to flash for that, but they secure the kill anyways. TSM Never Lucky going down, and 60-second death timers.
And that's huge for them, because Anivia has so much of their wave clear. You take out the main, that helps you siege those turrets. They can swing down. Dragon's available in 26. That would be their third dragon going towards if they can get the steal. So Lunatic Peace starting to find the right fights in this game here. Might be able to turn this one on its head.
I think they definitely have the potential to here. These past 5 minutes have really been going in their favor. So we'll have to see what they choose to do here. TMI, you know, they're really maybe not used to being in this position of being, they're not behind, but you know, how many times have they been taken to 40-minute games this season or really faced any adversity being undefeated? So we'll have to see how they respond to it.
Yeah, and once again, we have Adiash going for that split push. He has the TP available, but so does Similodon. Nivea down for another 5 seconds, so they could actually potentially get a decent amount of damage out of this turret. Not going to be able to take it down, though. That creep wave still going down quite easily. So that's Sivir, and that'll be a top or bot lane turret going down. Sorry. Similodon trying to put down some damage, but another good siege. That's 2 turrets picked up, almost equalizing the gold. So very well done here by Lunatic Peace, and this game is so exciting. But like you said, it's going to come down to really one team fight. With Anivia not having that passive available anymore, going to be a very optimal target to go for.
Yeah, and you know, even they are mitigating that gold deficit that they have, but even as the game is past 40 minutes here, the gold starts to become irrelevant, as the game's been long enough that most members of each team are starting to round out their item builds. So I mean, they are catching up, which is good for them, but at some point here it's going to become irrelevant, and they will catch up as they pick up a dragon. That will be dragon number 3 for them, which is increased movement speed. It would be nice if that would be dragon number 4 for them to help their siege, but not so lucky for them. But still, good objective control, good rotation down to dragon there. Denying it from TMI. This is good. Maybe TMI, they're not knowing how to respond here.
And this is another very crucial call. Do they go for the Baron that's going to spawn here, or are they going to try and just go for rush that inhibitor in the mid lane? If they can get a good push going forward, it could deter them from trying to start Baron, and they could lose an inhibitor. So they have to play the pressure game, get those side lanes prepped, so that once you decide to take one of those lanes, you have your side wave to push in for you. You can play the Baron dance as long as the minion waves are pushing in your favor.
Yep, you can.
This is the time they really need to start getting the vision around Baron too, as TMI has a majority of that vision control in the dragon area, and they are going to move around, start sweeping all those wards out. They don't have any pinks on them available. Everyone filling up those item slots with items.
Yeah,
that aren't ping
generally
wards.
what you put there.
But I mean, he could get rid of that corruption part of the top lane. They're going to look for a fight though.
Yeah, it's going to look to go in here. Our at a numbers disadvantage. Similodon is in the bot lane. Here comes the TP from him. Poop the Sheep looking for the engage. The ult pop by Soraka to heal his teammates. Will it be enough? There's the Anivia wall. Poop the Sheep might be the first one to go down here, and he will be to the last Uter. Parallel Convergence is arcane shifted out of there by Uza here. And kills going back and forth here. I don't know who's going to get the advantage here. They need to take a little tough guy. He's doing so much damage as it's the triple kill for the last Uter. Uza's got to be careful. Similodon flashes forward for the kill. He gets the shutdown and then Chrono breaks backwards, which is going to save his life. Him and Mo Money, the only members surviving for TMI, and the last Uter and Nartorius, 2 members up for Lunatic Peace, the 2v2. Last Uter is fairly healthy here. He is just going to back off though, and a 3-for-3. Even team fight.
Such a crazy fight there going in. Lee Sin actually trying to get the kick onto TSM, never lucky, but he is forced to flash away from the Lee Sin, so he opts just to kick Mo Money in there. But like we said, not having that egg available, Ari gets one combo off onto Anivia and completely smashes him. Just takes him completely out of the team fight. Little Tough Guy gets caught up in the front line, and, well, sorry, the front line just pushed its way to Little Tough Guy. You only have so many abilities to keep yourself up, and having to use that flash, they catch up to him immediately and take him out of the fight, but very well done. They did very good at keeping Uza on his toes. Similodon and Poop the Sheep going after him immediately, trying to take him out of the fight, because that's the elongated damage coming in from those arcane, or shoot, oh goodness, mystic shots. Thank you, coming out with the, oh my goodness, Merman damage applied onto that. They need to get rid of him, and this is just so stressful. These team fights are so close, and like we said, one team fight going in your favor is definitely going to be the end of this game.
Yeah, and that one not going in anyone's favor because it was a 3-for-3. So super even right now. This game just crazy. We're at 45 minutes here. Definitely one of our longer games of the season so far. And I love seeing Lunatic Peace. Like you said, you know, they're given. You said you want to see a team give TMI a run for their money. Lunatic Peace is doing it.
This is the game, and this has been so good. I mean, a game that kind of looked very not in their favor. A double swing of stealing objectives and then an ace. That was absolutely huge. Sorry, I guess it wasn't an ace. There was technically one person who got away, but it was such a great play coming out from them. And now they just need to make the right decisions and slow play this one. Try and pull themselves in. They're a little bit behind, so they have nothing to lose as long as they play smart, strategic, and get a lot of vision around the objectives they need to.
Yeah, you don't want to see them push too hard here, as you're right, as TMI is still a little bit ahead. So if they push too hard, TMI might be able to take advantage of it and turn things around for them, as they are still technically in the lead, even though the momentum right now is in the favor of Lunatic Peace. Ezreal finally getting that GA, going to be able to keep himself alive. He has a lot of sustain with that Bloodthirster, as well as a Soraka, and if Soraka can stay alive, the rest of the team's going to be looking pretty favorable in those fights. Just going to be able to spam out those heals, and the ZZ Rot in the bot lane is going to push out quite a bit. I believe there's a banner minion down there as well. So Soraka doing the split push game on top. I'm going to go against the ZZ Rot, though, that is built onto Mo Money. He has that available wherever he'd like to put that. Could put it in the mid lane to keep the inhibitor a little safe, but a lot of damage Boost is putting down. Procs that Thunderlords. As TSM Never Lucky has that TP available, he is going to be able to split push a little bit. They're going to immediately start Baron. This could be very risky. The TPs are available. A lot of damage. Should maybe just back off of this, but there it looks like they are going to commit to it. Oh no.
As TSM Never Lucky is going to come in, he's going to TP from behind.
Yeah, Adiash trying to run interference here. It looks like Lunatic Peace will peel off the Baron here. Is this the fight that they're looking for? Adiash will perhaps be the first one to go down here. Similodon picks up that kill. The ult was used by AAA Blaze here to heal him, but it's not going to be enough here, and he does go down. And I was thinking maybe TMI would look to turn the Baron there, but they're not going to. I think it's definitely a risky Baron call there. And they seem kind of like, are we going to bait it or are we going to commit? So maybe a little indecisive there. It looked like they finally decided to commit, but it was kind of too late. TMI was already there. Adiash was trying to distract them, but that didn't work out too well. And, well, you heard me saying, oh no, I didn't think that... That was definitely a questionable Baron call, if you ask me.
Yeah, went a little more favorable, only losing one member, thankfully, but it looks like Nartorius might be in a bit of trouble. You do see the full health of Nivea back in there. With the last Udi are actually almost soloing out TSM Never Lucky, having to force him to be immediately out of the fight as he goes in. And that was the scary part, is they have to be aware. They have the double TP, they have the pressure advantage. But look at Similodon in a bad spot here.
Similodon caught in the mid lane here, but does have that ult available. But Nartorius goes right back in with the kick onto him. Can he pick up the kill? I don't know if he's going to be able to, and he's going to turn his tail and run now as he is very low. TMI are on the chase right now. They want kills. They're thirsty for blood. They want the victory here. They're trying to defend their undefeated split. Can they do it? They've picked up 1 kill. They've picked up, oh, the Guardian Angel. I was like, where's the second kill? There it is. Going down onto Uza, and this will be the push for them. Can they finish the game off of this? I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
Such a great spell shield from little tough guy. We did see Artorias get in the background, uses the dragon kick, but it is nullified by that spell shield, keeping him in spot. At that point, he's so committed. He's in the middle of 5 different people. He escaped, but in the end, they lose the 80 carry and the support. I'm not necessarily sure they can end the game off of this unless they pick up another kill, but it should be a great time to get the siege in. Sumilidon going B right now. He is going to be able to teleport back in if he so chooses. They should be at least able to get an inhibitor or 2 with that 30 seconds coming on for Uza. The explosive cast
knocks back Adiash here, and he will go down. Little tough guy on that killing spree. Adiash, there we go. Passive goes down as well here. This top lane inhibitor gonna go down, and will they be able to move on to the Nexus turrets? AAA Blaze is back up, and Uza will be back up in about 15 seconds here. So they will be forced to back off, but good siege there to pick that up, and now we'll have to see where they rotate next. Could be Baron.
It would be a pretty free Baron. They don't have their front line down for another 45 seconds. This is the point in the game where you have to look, all right, what can we do? Is it worth trying to fight this Baron and ending the game, or should we send one person and try and steal it once again? But they should be able to just absolutely crush this Baron, so they're pretty much going to be forced to give it away. And with that Anivia on the other
True Shot Barrage is coming in.
Oh my goodness, if he would have stole that, the smite not even coming through.
That was it was well timed.
No, he didn't smite at all.
No, I mean the True Shot Barrage was well timed.
Yeah, that was unreal. So that would have been insane if that was another steal coming in from that Ezreal.
I think I would have needed to change my pants.
I've already changed mine a couple of times.
Oh, okay, alright, I didn't notice that, but okay. But you know what? Good job by Lunatic Beast here to say, okay, what? They're getting Dragon, let's move down and take, TMI's taking Baron, let's move down and take Dragon. Here's Explosive Cast, gonna not really do anything there for Poof the Sheep. So at least they didn't give it up for nothing. They picked up their 4th Dragon, which, I mean, TMI's got to be careful now.
Yeah, very smart. It's very clutch because now they have the timer. They have that, if they can hold off for the next 5 to 6 minutes, they can go for that 5th Dragon, which would definitely give them the advantage in the team fight. But the question is, can they hold off the pushing pressure of TMI with that Baron coming in? They have the Anivia, they have the Sivir to push those waves in their favor. Can they clear fast enough? As they really only have the Ezreal. Ari can only wave clear every so often, using the Orb of Deception. But is that going to be enough to take out the minions fast enough? And is he going to be able to keep that mana full for when a team fight breaks out?
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem here for Lunatic Peace, and TMI really going to dictate the pace here with these Baron empowered minions coming in here of when they want to make their push. They can kind of sit back and wait for when they want to make it. And if they get a pick here, things can get out of hand very quickly, as they are just going to go straight in onto the turret here, not even going to worry about taking damage, as they will finish it off with the help of the Baron empowered cannon minion there. Going to take the last hit onto that tower. That goes down very quickly, leaving that inhibitor open, which will probably be the next thing to go down here. The Anivia wall going to block off the members of LP. And will this be the push here? Yeah, they're going to go on... Nope, not yet.
Lunatic Peace might actually have to look for the fight here. I don't think they could afford to give up another inhibitor with that many minions coming in from the top lane, and they're just playing this slow game. Not fully committing, but trying to get something out of Lunatic Peace here, as he was forced to use a Spirit Rush, as they would have caught him out if he didn't. So we're going to have to see if they're able to secure this inhibitor, and if they do,
oh, there we go.
It's going to be a lot of trouble here for Lunatic Peace. Going to have to basically stay in their base, but thankfully that top inhibitor will be back up in time for them to contest that 5th Dragon.
Yes, luckily for them, that it was a while ago that top inhibitor, well, not a while ago, but a couple minutes ago, so it should respawn. But they will have Soups now pushing towards them in the bot lane.
Souped up minions.
Pushing towards them in the bot lane here. But, you know, I think Lunatic Beast did a good job in this game of pushing back and extending it, but once again, TMI have, you know, tipped the scales back into their favor.
Would you say that was one order of super minions?
Yes, just one in the bot lane.
One order? Nice.
One order in the bot lane. That's AAA Blaze. Is right. Forced to flash, and we'll actually get out of there.
That is so lucky. That could have been the end of the game right there.
Yeah, got caught behind that Anivia wall here, and as we approach 9 o'clock, it looks like we are going to miss Survivor.
Well, I mean, that's what VODs are. I mean, that's what the internet is for.
Yes, it is. We'll give it a download, but I have a feeling the boys are going to watch it without us.
Classic.
Yeah. Throwing us under the bus.
You know what? That's all right, because this game is entertaining, and I'm actually
That's true. That's a good
pretty
point.
hyped about this.
Yeah,
so
this is a sick game.
This isn't wasting my time. I am very invested in this game. We do see the TP coming in, but they're going to try and go in.
The Anivia wall is
flash over that.
Well placed. Can they push here? They're flirting with each other here. Can they go? The charm not going to land from the last looter, as he's actually relatively low compared to the rest of the team here. And who can they pick out first? Will it be Nartorius? No, he gets back. They're just dancing around each other here, they're doing the tower dance now. It's not the Baron dance. They're doing the tower dance as they wait for the next wave to come up. Looks like that Baron buff has worn off here, so they do not have the advantage of the Baron empowered minions any longer. But this still will be the advantage push here for TMI, as they have the ZZ Rot sitting right there, spamming those Voidlings towards the tower. It's just it's a matter of time, I think, right now. They're gonna wait. They're gonna kind of sit back and wait for their advantage, because they know, you gotta know at this point that if you get aced because you dive too hard on a tower, that the Lunatic Beast can just go back and win. So they gotta be careful here, but they know that it's their game to win right now.
Yeah, TSM Never Lucky actually going B and coming back in with the teleport, as the home guard's going to start swinging on that inhibitor, and this might be where they need to fight. They need to defend this inhibitor, especially with that fifth strike coming up. Can't give up the 2 objectives, but it looks like Nartorius is going to get him out of there.
He's going to go full in. Here comes the ult from the Soraka. People getting knocked all over the place. Little Tough Guy picks up 1 kill. AAA Blaze going to be the next one to go down here. Double kill for Little Tough Guy. The inhibitor should go down soon. They get the kill on Smilodon, but I don't know if that's going to be enough here. Adiash is fairly tanky, just doing what he can for his team, but he's now going very low as well as he tries to defend the top inhibitor, as he actually gets kind of get caught in the middle of the Anivia wall there and the Trundle pillar. That was a little weird. They move down to the mid lane turret, and I don't know if they're healthy enough for this to be game. Death timers are at about 50 seconds, but only 2 members down for Lunatic Peace. And do you think they can do this here? I don't think they can. I think they're gonna back off.
Yeah, they just got triple inhibitor, so it's gonna be very hard for them to even try and contest any of these objectives. And it looks like they're just gonna push in with the super minions. Another 30 seconds on Soraka and Nartorius, so they have the 4v3 advantage. So as long as they don't overstep too much, they should be able to pick this up. But if they do get ace, I don't really think that it matters too much, because Lunatic Peace isn't going to be able to do too much with it. They have 3 inhibitors down. They're going to have so many super minions converging onto their base. So this 5th dragon potential should go towards TMI, delaying it another 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, and it's really all about denying that 5th dragon here right now for TMI. Up in about 8 seconds, they will look to do that. And with, I think this is basically exactly what you just said, is that with the inhibitors down, Lunatic Beast, they really can't leave their base at this point. They're just gonna have to stay and defend. Although it looks like they might make their way towards it. It is up, and TMI have yet to start it.
They're gonna opt to go for this 5th dragon. Okay. They wanted something fierce, so let's see if they're gonna be able to get the steal. Like Lee Sin is in the back.
Yeah, they're committing 3 members to it. It looks like they have drawn the dragon towards out the edge of the pit. 2-shot barrage, not gonna do it that time. And they do deny the dragon here, and these 3 members of Lunatic Peace just going to retreat back to their base. Really just kind of watched it happen. Not a ton they could do there, but at least they showed up for the show. Trying to at least get a steal.
I feel like this is the objective they have to get, or they will lose the game. They cannot give away a free Baron, but at the same time, they can't just let minions override their base.
And they also can't look to get caught out in this choke points here without their full team. The Soraka ult comes in, but I don't know if it's going to be enough here, as 1 inhibitor does respawn. Smilodon pops his ult here, and what is going to happen? The Scion ult goes in here onto Money, but he is very low and does go down to the Little Tough Guy. Looks like Nartorius actually didn't go down there, not yet.
And the problem is, the longer this fight goes, the more time the minions have to take down the base. Yeah. You see a giant minion wave just taking down that turret. There's about 6 super creeps in there. They have to go deal with that at this point. That's a free Baron.
Yeah, TMI, just whatever, we can take Baron. They gotta go deal with the base. 1 Nexus turret did go down there. Not sure if the second will, but with that free Baron, the second did go down, and the Stoops might actually do it here. The Nexus is at about half health. Looks like they will be able to fight them off for the most part. The minions aren't going to end the game, but they are doing hard work as they destroy an inhibitor. And here comes more waves coming in. do they have the wave clear for this?
I don't know if they actually do.
Uza forced to use True Shot Barrage just to clear the wave, and they're just being absolutely swarmed by these minions.
I use the term Tilly quite often, but this is one hell of a Tilly.
And this will be the game here. Oh my god. The Winions, hello? Just kidding.
Similodon uses ult to go back to base.
Fountain, and there it is, finally. Mo Money shows up at the very end, and the Winions coming in hot for Team Malicious Intent.
The Baron empowered minions. He literally TPs just to get those minions Baron empowered, and then immediately ults back to the fountain to keep himself alive, and they didn't know what to do.
That was pretty funny. Good job by Team Malicious Intent. They took all the inhibs, and they forced Lunatic Peace to make the decision. It's like, listen, either you come contest us at these objectives, or you stay and defend your base. You can't have both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And, Lunatic Peace chose to go contest them at objectives, and the minions took their base.
I gotta give props to them, though. Honestly, if they would have sat in their base, they would have lost the game anyways. With Baron-empowered minions triple inhib, if you give Baron away, you're just waiting to lose anyway, so you have to try and force that fight and get something going for yourself. If you're able to steal it, good for you. But if you don't, it's basically a do or die, and they had to fight that. So props to them for giving it a try. But they gave TMI a hell of a run for that game. Probably one of the closest games of the split so far.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, closest game for Team Malicious Intent. I think probably the most scared they've been so far to dropping a game. But they remain undefeated, and they 2-0 Lunatic Peace here.
And honestly, they had to work for it. That's the thing that was very good. And I mean, going into their series next week against Viz Major, they're definitely going to need that kind of... they're going to have to pull themselves back together if a team like Lunatic Peace is... Well, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Lunatic Peace. I'm just saying if one of these teams coming in can give them a run for their money, one of the top teams looking at them might be like, all right, so they do have a weakness.
Yeah, do you bleed?
Do you bleed?
You will. But no, maybe it could be good for Team Malicious Intent. They faced a little adversity here, maybe something that they haven't faced so far in this season. So, they maybe were shaken a little in that game, and now seeing that they can respond to it. So, maybe if Viz Major is really giving them a run for their money next week, it won't be the first time that they faced adversity and really been forced into a super late game situation.
And honestly, even taking away from this 2-0, if they can play that consistently good against all the other teams, they have a very good shot of making it into playoffs. They have a lot of games to make up, and if they can continue this kind of performance, they can definitely secure themselves some victories.
Oh yeah, I think they're a real contender for playoffs right now. But that is our game for tonight, folks. We have a good game coming in tomorrow night as well. Do you know what it is?
Tomorrow it would be ADP Gaming, I believe, versus Sasquatches.
Oh, that is a good game.
Hold on, let's check.
Let's see. We'll get it confirmed by Skillos here, and it is Sasquatches
versus RDS.
Yes.
ADP Gaming played Argon 53 on Monday.
So Sasquatches still looking to pick up that first victory of the season. Will they be able to do it against Revolution Death Squad? Tune in tomorrow night to find out. What else do we got to talk about here?
Huge shout out to our sponsors.
Oh yeah,
we gotta give shout out to Wide Mouth Media.
Woo!
They make everything look good. You got to make sure you check it out. These borders, these overlays, my face. They didn't tie this bow tie though. That was us because we kick ass.
Woo!
But I mean, they do make everything look good. They do much more than this. So make sure to check them out, guys. Local Saskatchewan business, gotta love them. Oh, Swift Current, Saskatchewan.
Yes, the old oh god, what's the I forget it now. The city slogan.
Where life makes sense.
Yes, that's it. Every time I go into Swift Current, I just shake my head. I'm like, what a dumb
Do you know that we
slogan.
actually paid money for someone to give us that slogan? I think it was Medicine Hat.
So
they paid
bad.
Medicine Hat to be like, hey, what should our slogan be? How about where life makes sense? Wow. Okay, don't even get it. I'm tilted. And then another shout out to Mana Bar, Saskatoon's premier esports bar, coming to a Saskatoon near you.
Coming soon to a Saskatoon near you. They will not steal your mail. Saskatoon's premier esports bar. Be sure to hit them up on Facebook, Twitter, all those other cool social medias that the kids are using these days. Be sure to hit them up. Opening late spring, early summer. Be sure to check them out. As well, here to Xananet, we've got an SKL ARAM tournament coming up
on Saturday.
This Saturday, April 16th. Sign up registration deadline is tomorrow at midnight. So be sure to get your teams in. You can register as a full team, or you can register as an individual player, and we'll make individual teams. So you can register with your friends or by yourself. Be sure to check that out. We'll throw the registration link in the chat. There it is. Be sure to go register before tomorrow night at midnight.
Last but not least, we have an SKL beer night coming up in Saskatoon at the Hose and Hydrant. That will be on May 7th. That's a Saturday from 8 till 10. I believe you can buy tickets online, or if you know one of the admins, get in contact with us through our Facebook page. I think there's an event page for it. Go there for all the details if you have any questions. And come on out, have some beers on us. $15 for a ticket gets you as much beer as you can drink for 2 hours.
Tell your friends, like even if your friends don't play League or video games or anything, they might like drinking beer. So
I do.
Yeah, you just purely based on that, you might be able to get some of your friends out. I know I got a lot of friends who are going to come out, not because they like League, but because they like drinking beer.
I don't even have friends in there. It's exciting.
That's going to be a good time. You might get to see the casters make a fool of themselves on the dance floor.
You have to be legal age. You must be 19. Don't think you can sneak in there.
Yeah.
We check IDs. Hey, we may be a fun group, but the
sorry.
law is law. 19 plus.
Yes, as we have said here before here at SKL, we do not condone in any way underage drinking, binge drinking, or drinking and driving. If you do choose to drink or come to our beer night, please drink responsibly.
Kevin Bodie, laying down the law. Love it. But all right, guys, I have been Blake the Xananator Xananine. Alongside me tonight has been Kevin Big Booty Bodie.
Hey, thanks for coming out tonight, buddy.
Hey, you too, buddy. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it. And picking me up. That's real nice of you.
I got you.
And of course, last but not least, huge shout out to Skillos for running everything.
Oh yeah.
Skillos just makes things happen.
Yes, he does. Or she. I don't know. But that's all we've got for us tonight. We're going to see if we can rip home and catch Survivor here. Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody, and be sure to tune in tomorrow night, 7 o'clock for Revolution Death Squad versus Sasquatches.